Hey guys, what is up? It is Sid or Sydney, whatever works with me, and today I'm going to be introducing you to my puppy, Sadie. Sadie is almost 2 years old. Her birthday is around February, March, but we found her in April, so we just made her birthday in April. But Sadie is a mix. We don't know what she is. As I said, we found her, but I will tell that story. It wasn't like me, my sister, my mom. It was just my mom who found her. But this is Sadie. So I am going to put her down and I will talk a little about her. She doesn't like the whole setup that's happening right now because I have lights and I have my hamster right here because I'm using it to hold my camera, and like it's a little freaking her out. But I'm just gonna put her over here. So let's get on with the video. So as I said, Sadie is about 2, almost 2, and we found her. I use the term we because it's like, I don't want to say like, oh, my mom, but my mom found her. She is a very sporadic dog. She's very mixed in her breed. We don't exactly know what she is. The vets couldn't like pinpoint what she was just because she looks like a bunch of dogs. Her main dog that we kind of applied to her was Chihuahua, but I'm just gonna hop right into the story of how we got her. My mom had found Sadie the day that, it was 2 days after our birthday, or about there. It wasn't exactly on April 4th or like April 3rd, like I don't exactly remember because it was pretty long ago, and I don't think Snapchat didn't have their saved memories or whatever, and I didn't take pictures of her on my phone because my camera roll was too filled, so I don't exactly have the exact date, but it was about the beginning of April that we had gotten her. And basically the story of her was my mom was taking like donations to those big bins that they have in like parking lots, and ours was in the parking lot of Dollar Tree and Staples, and we have like this little strip mall. It has like a bunch of stores, and there's like 4 donation boxes, and my mom had gone to drop some stuff off, and she like heard puppies crying, and she was like what the heck, like why are there puppies crying? And as she was putting stuff in the boxes, the big donation boxes, she like it was really close to them, so she walked over and she found this box, and it was like about this big, which is pretty small actually, and Sadie and her sister were in the box, and she didn't know what to do. Like, we weren't supposed to have a dog. My mom's boyfriend didn't grow up with animals, so he doesn't have that kind of connection with animals, so he didn't really want one, but obviously we ended up keeping her. So we weren't supposed to have one, but my sister and I were at school that day. That's how I know it was after my birthday, because the day of my birthday was a weekend, so we went back to school and then came home and we had a dog. So my sister and I were walking home like we always do. We walk to school and back home because we're in walking distance of my school, and we were walking home and nothing seemed out of the ordinary, just that the front door was open in the middle of April, which was really weird because our house doesn't have heating. I mean, it has heating, but it's really, really bad heating, and we don't have air conditioning, so it was really weird to see the door open. So we walked in, and there was this cardboard like makeshift wall put in the kitchen, and I was like, what the heck, like what's that? So I walked ahead of my sister because I always go in the house first, and I walked in and I turned the corner. So when you walk in the house, it's the kitchen. We have 2 doors. We have like we have a main door to the house and like a side door. So we come in the side door because the front door is normally locked. So we came in the side door, and you walk right into the kitchen, and there's like a kitchen table, the actual kitchen. So we walked this way and we turned into the living room, and my mom was sitting on the couch with a puppy in her lap, and I was like, what? like, when did we get a dog? And my mom was like, I don't know what to do. I found her at Dollar Tree donation boxes, and now we have a dog. And I was like, we have a dog. That's awesome. Like, we had to adopt my dogs out from my old house because we were moving here. And again, my mom's boyfriend doesn't like dogs very much. So, we had to adopt both of them out. Their names are Lucky and Mocha. I actually have pictures of Lucky in my room. I didn't print any pictures of Mocha, and I don't really have pictures of her, but they are on my Instagram. Not on my Instagram, but they're in my archive on Instagram. But maybe I'll insert a picture of Lucky and Mocha here. That was Lucky and Mocha, and sorry, the lighting just got weird. The sun went away. But that was Lucky and Mocha, and we had to adopt them out because we were moving, and we didn't have any animals in the house for a good like year, 2 years, and I was like, I hated living in a house that didn't have pets in it because I've grown up with animals literally my entire life. Like, from the point I was born to before moving to this house, I've had animals. I've had cats, guinea pigs, fish, hamsters, dogs, lizards. Like, we've always had animals, so it was really weird at night having my own room. In 14 years it was my first own room, and I was always creeped out because it was so eerily quiet, and I didn't like living in a quiet house. So when we had a dog, I was like, oh my god, we have a dog, like, that's amazing. So I like immediately threw my backpack down and I walked over and I was like, puppy, like, oh my god, that's so cute. So I like held her in my lap and she stank. My mom told us that in the bottom of that small box was just a layer of feces because they had been in there for so long. And my mom told me that the other puppy probably wasn't going to make it, and if it did, it'd have a lot of problems, and the vet ended up taking it just to like her house to like make sure that it would like live and whatever, and then she ended up like keeping it for herself like formally. And I know my mom and her boyfriend got into fights over Sadie. Sadie had a lot of different names at first. It was Tater Tot and Roly Poly because she had such a big fat body and her head was so small for her body. I'll insert a picture, like, so Sadie had a really plump bottom body and her head was way too small for her body, and her ears were floppy, and she would roll. So if you would put her on the floor, she would like teeter-totter and she would roll, and I thought it was pretty cute. But I was sitting in the kitchen one day and I was playing with her, and it was really late at night, and my mom's boyfriend came home from work and he was like, we're not keeping it. And I know that night I like sobbed. We weren't supposed to keep her, but we did, and she sleeps in my bed, which is pretty bad, but I know that when I go to school or when my mom's not home or my mom's boyfriend goes away, she sleeps in my bed and only my bed. Or she'll sleep in the living room on the couch by the window because she can see everything. Right now she's asleep on my sister's bed because that's where I put her. But she loves sleeping in a bed, which I'm really glad about because with my old dog, Lucky, we used to put him in his crate like all the time. And I regret that. I don't like putting dogs in crates unless they need to be, like if you're leaving the house or if you're not going to be around for a little bit, but he was always in his crate and I hated it, so I didn't want her to be in her crate all the time. So when I had to crate train her, I would sneak her out at night, and my mom got pretty mad about it, but she eventually got over it, and we don't have a crate for her anymore. She's just free roam, which I'm really glad about. Hi baby. Because it breaks my heart when she whines and cries if she's in a crate. For her diet, I should say, she eats Blue Buffalo, which was what the vet had given us, but it was like the small puppy. Now she gets the adult Blue Buffalo, and trust me when I say this. Also, I apologize for saying a lot. It's a habit. I'm trying to break it from my vocabulary, but she gets a lot of scraps throughout the day and a lot of treats, and we shouldn't do that because then she begs, but I mean, she's so cute, so how could you not? For toys, she plays with whatever, but we have to watch her because she likes to tear up her toys, like the really, really soft ones, like the plush toys, she can't have because she tears them to shreds and, you know, takes all the stuffing out. My dad got a stocking toy for Christmas, which just happened. Got her a big stocking, and it had a bunch of toys in it, and one of them was a small stocking, and she tore it apart, and all the stuffing was everywhere. So we can't give her, you know, like soft cloth toys. She has porcupines and hedgehogs and like this blue toy. We call him Jeffrey. We have this long jaguar toy. We named him Peter. We named them so that when we would ask her to get them, she would get them, which she does, which is freaking hilarious. She knows a lot of tricks. She knows sit, down, speak, or bark, whatever you want to call it. We say both. She knows spin, high five, paw, and double high five, and then she knows how to beg, like stand on her back legs and go like this. So she is about to, so we have kind of stopped training her with that kind of stuff, because we don't really know what else to train her. I've tried to teach her stay because she has a tendency to run out of the house, and I tried to teach her like come here type stuff, but she doesn't listen. Speaking of her running out of the house, she has made a break for it, I want to say 4 times already in her little life, maybe 5. So our doors like slowly shut and no one really pays attention to it. We thought she was good for a while, but then she started up again, and we have to be like really, really careful when she sorts the door. Now she goes to the window that she sleeps at sometimes, because she can see people walk away like that, like in the morning when Sam and I go to school. Sam's also my sister. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like when Sam and I go to school, she'll sit at the window and watch us walk, because it's literally just a few blocks away, so we walk just a straight walk, and she sits there and watches us. So she's gotten a little better, but she still has that tendency where she comes to the door and like kind of leans and tries to go out, but we've gotten a lot better with watching her with that. But she's pretty bad about that. She doesn't stop running, and she loves watching us chase her. Now, as for her with the hamster, she is a lot better than when we first got the hamster. She used to jump on the stand and like try and bite the cage. Now she doesn't do it as much, but she still gets a little angry when we have the hamster out. She like shakes and tries to, you know, come near. Excuse me. Tries to come near the hamster, but we've gotten her to kind of learn not to do that. Here's my CP girl. You tired? She was just asleep. She was watching me and she fell asleep. But that is pretty much all for Sadie. I already have a video uploaded about Jelly Bean, so I will link that probably down below, and you can go watch and find out about Jelly Bean. But this is my Sadie. She has a lot of nicknames, which if you come over to my house, you will hear literally all of them because we don't call her Sadie. But she knows her name, so that's good. But that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and comment down below some ideas of videos you guys want to see. Give this video a like and hit that red subscribe button. Peace.